Okay, 9 Victor Radio 2000. Okay, thanks, Robin. Thank you very much for the contact, and pleasure is all mine. Okay, we'll go back on the side and see if there's any QSKs, see if we can bring them in. Okay, Robin, catch you later, mate. All the best to you and your family. And yeah, 9 dB signal from you, that last over, nearly a 10, so absolutely sending a very good signal across a very long distance. What is the distance? I'll just have a look at that. Distance of, yeah, looks like 24,721 kilometres. Okay, all the best, mate. Take care, and we're on the side for any other stations.
And 2 Whiskey Radio 06.
Yeah, 23 Radio 06, I think it was. 23 Radio 06, I think. My strong station, World Radio 43, World Radio 014. Please go ahead.
Yeah, that was Division 2, 2 World Radio 06. Yeah, I just been over here. I was kind of rolling through the frequency. Heard you out there. Wanted to give you a hello while you had that antenna somewhat my direction. You're probably talking to like Edmonton. You're probably coming across the top of my head over here around San Francisco, California. The personal name over here is Larry. That's Lima Alpha Romeo Yankee QSL.
Yeah, thanks, Larry. Yeah, personal this way is Daryl. Personal this way is Daryl, Larry. I got you on a 10 dB here. I've just moved the antenna down a little bit. And yeah, nice copy on you, Larry. Nice audio. Yeah, okay, we're in a small city called Geraldton, Larry. Population around about 35,000, and Geraldton is basically about 420 kilometres. I should work that out in miles because that's what you work in. 420 kilometres north of Perth, and Perth being our capital city of Western Australia. So beautiful copy on you, Larry, and very, very happy to make the distance into the States. We struggle a little bit at times. It's only now that the conditions have got better, we've been able to do this a bit more often, QSL.
Oh yeah, QSL. Yeah, we don't hear that side of Australia too often over here. Every so often, but like you said, lately conditions have been so good that there's been a lot of crazy things going on out there. Usually a little bit later in the day is when I get you guys. I usually hear Australia. I started hearing them this time of the day, but usually a good solid copy like I got on you. It's usually a little bit later in the evening. Local time over here is about it's about 5:30 Sunday evening right now. But usually maybe another 2-3 hours is when I start picking you guys up pretty strong out that way. And I do have you about a 5.9 copy coming over here into California. But yeah, like I said, I just heard you out there, and DX over here kind of starting to change and kind of fell down a little bit, but starting to pick up in the Pacific now. So I took the antenna out of the east and got it spun around your way, and I too am also using a quad. It ain't quite as long as that one you got there, but it is a 8 element, but yeah, not quite as long as that, and not quite as high there. QSL.
Yeah, roger, Larry. Yeah, well, I figured that I like building the antennas, Larry, and you can't buy them over here, so even the small quads you can't buy. You have to import them from the States or somewhere like that. There's a few people that make them, and so I bought myself a computer program called EasyNet +4, and started playing with that, learning that, and then designing the antennas and building them myself. And the reason for the big one is to try and get into you guys. I've been on the radio since 1978, and I put the antenna up high to get the angle of radiation down about 5 degrees, and it's sort of good angle to get the long distance stuff, and it's worked really well. But what's really helped is obviously the conditions. Doesn't matter what size antenna you have, if you haven't got conditions, then you might as well, it's not going to happen for you. So I think the big antenna just allows me to have a more constant QSO where it's not fading in and out so much. I like the closed loop of the quad. It's very quiet. Have run all sorts of different antennas, Yagis and that, and they were good. But I think the quad is a little bit quieter, and it's not just about getting out. You've got to be able to receive the person, and it's no good if they can hear you, can't hear them. So that's why I went for the quad. Anyway, but geez, you're doing a 10, 15 dBs here. Your 8-element quad is working very, very well. Is that homemade, Larry, or is it a manufacturer like QBX or a Signal Engineering or something like that, over?
It's a little bit of both. It's Signal Engineering is pretty close to it. Well, I shouldn't say they're real close, but they're about maybe 50 miles to the south of me, where the shop was in the South Bay. And so it started out like that, and I made a few changes to it. But I actually plan on taking it down. I also have that EasyNet 4 Plus, and I've been fooling around with that a little bit. I've been doing a few different antennas. I've been doing them for other people, but I got one I've been working on when I do have time, and it's still on the program right now. I'm looking for the kind of, I got the gain where I wanted and everything, and the match where I wanted. I'm just trying to get the bandwidth to where I want it, because I do. I go from end to end of 11 meters, so I'm all over the place. But if once I get the bandwidth where I want that thing, it's going to come down. This one right here is going to come down, and I'll probably be putting me another one up real soon. And but no, you're right about the quad holding the conditions a little bit easier, a little bit smoother, more stable. You don't have the fading like you said, and I think they're definitely a little bit quieter. I've done some side-by-side tests, and I see what everything I want to see. It's right there. So I've always ran a quad on the base station. But one thing that's kind of interesting, what people on this band are finally starting to pick up a little bit, is a loop-fed Yagi, a LFA. That's kind of almost has the best of both worlds. It's got the simplicity of a Yagi, yet the closed loop feed or drive like a quad. So, although I don't know about the parasitic elements, if it's going to respond like a quad does, but that's another thing, though. But no, yeah, good copy over here. And like I said, I don't want to stay too long, because I know we don't get to talk to that side too often, and I'm sure there's some more that want to do it. But I will see if I can find some info out there, and I'd send you some pictures and stuff of the quads I do over here, and let you see them over on that side, QSO.
Yeah, I'd love that, Larry. I would love that. I'm very interested in antenna building, and just really learning myself, But I've built quite a few different antennas, but I'm very, very lucky to have a gentleman in Perth, and he's very, very clever with the antennas and knows a lot about the theory side of things, and he's helped me out immensely, and understanding the takeoff angles and radiation, a whole lot of things about the antennas, and I really do believe the quad is the pick of the bunch for me. But look, I've had the Yagis, and they work very well also. So I think, just like you said, the closed loop antenna is I believe quite. I've done testing myself with Yagi side by side, and the quad. I've got quite a bit of property, so we can do that. And definitely the quad is definitely quieter. But anyway. I'll give you my email address, Larry. I'll give you my email address. It's D Delta Juliet Mike X-ray 2 with the number 2. So Delta Juliet Mike X-ray number 2 at bigpond.com.au. bigpond.com. So that's Delta Juliet Mike X-ray 2 at bigpond.com. I hope you've got that, Larry, QSL.
Yeah, I got it all. Yeah, no problems on the copy. 100% over here. Yeah, Delta Juliet Mike X-ray 2 at bigpond.com. I will do that. I'll send you an email. Let you know what it is. All right. Well, I'll say 73s. That makes me a few more contacts over here stateside, or actually anywhere out this way. Because, like I said, I know when you were pointed off in Canada, it's probably coming across the top of my head. That's why I had such a good copy on you. Because I know that with this one here is pretty doggone directional. So I can imagine one that long. I know how touchy that thing is. So it's a good thing that you were talking a little bit behind me. So that's why I had such a good copy. Anyways, I'll say 73s, Daryl, and I will send an email off, and we'll chat more about these antennas. Anyway, 73s, that's 2 Whiskey Radio 06, and I'm back QRT.
Yeah, okay, 2 Whiskey Radio 06, thanks, Larry, and yeah, please send the email through, that will be much appreciated. I'll send you a heap of pictures of of my location and some postcards and some information, and yeah, my working conditions here. I'll send you a heap of pictures through. It's very, very nice to make the contact. Very stable, strong signal from you. Probably the strongest I've copied for a long time. Well, not so much strong, but stable. Very, very stable. Pretty well 9, 10, 15, pretty well. Didn't see you go under a 9 at all. So congratulations, the antenna is working very well, and your radio sounding very nice. Thanks, Larry. All the best. Take care and look after yourself. This is World Radio 014 on the west coast of Australia. On the side.
73s.
CQ, calling CQ from 101. 101, that make you go look in CQ, how about it? How about it there, Skip? Calling CQ from 101. 101, that make you go look in CQ. Calling CQ from 101. Either 101 with that direction, looking CQ to CQ.